Man, this your man Qamari, aka Reno Slow Motion, back up on here. So, like I said, this is a documentary of my life. The truth and the eyes that lie behind Qamari Williams. So, basically, this is part one. I grew up in Illinois. I was mostly there. I was stayed in Peoria, Illinois, and then I ended up getting moved into Michigan and stayed in there. But they try to say I was from Michigan. They know I'm from Michigan, but they try to lie and say I was from Illinois. But I realized a lot of my documents was funny. I do have a twin. Me and my twin went through a lot of battles. My mother was on drugs since I was probably maybe about 7 years old when I realized how much of a drug she was on. She was on coke. She was on coke first, and then she was on crack, from what I heard. But I realized she was a crackhead, and me and my twin, we both had birth defects. Like, we both was born intersex, so we didn't know what the fuck an intersex was. I found out what it was a long time ago, but I knew I was different. I knew I was a boy, and my body was different, like we both knew. But basically, I ended up being my mother's little hero. If y'all don't know what a little hero is, a little hero is someone that's basically the hero for their parent. Like, I was the one who was doing my mother's transactions, getting shit when I didn't even know what the fuck I was getting. I was her little hero, like her little drug dealer, kind of. Like, she depended on me to do shit. I noticed that she ended up owing some money to people. They used to come to her house and look for the money or try to get it. When my mom was on a crack, she left us in an apartment, and it was crazy because it was like there was nothing in the refrigerator. Like, she'd stay gone for like 4 weeks at a time. She'll come back, she'll be alright, then she'll disappear, and we never hear from her. It was like I started seeing this. I was older than my twin a little bit, so I seen a lot more than my twin did. Me being the oldest out of us, like, they're younger than me, and they had my surgery for me. That's fucked up. But I seen a lot, you know. Basically, how I found out my mom was real deep into owing people is when the drug dealer came to her house on one night. I remember it was like last year. He came, he knocked on the door. My mama told me to go tell him to come in. He came in. He came up the stairs. He was a tall dude in a jacket and everything. And me and my twin, we was just playing and all that. And I guess because she couldn't pay him his money that she owed him, he tried to cut her up, and I was standing there. Me and my twin was standing there while he was trying to cut my mama up. Like, I can remember like last year. It's crazy. And so that's when finally I realized about DFACS and all that, because they put us in foster care. So they put my twin in another foster home and put me in another foster home. So we lost touch. Never saw them, and they never saw me again. Let's see. I went to SIP school, and that was in Michigan, Ann Arbor, Michigan, to be exact. And so I got paddled there. Like, I was in foster care. Like, the mother who was of the house, she was so cool. Like, she came up there. They was like an all-white school. So me being, there's maybe a couple black kids in there, but I knew I didn't fit in either. I knew I didn't fit in there. One being black, and then two, I was not like some of the kids. It was kind of street kids too. But there was this boy that did something like he was looking under the girls' dresses and shit. So I was just like, really? So we're sitting next to each other, and he kept dropping money to look up under the girls' skirts and stuff. I couldn't even comprehend that. So I knew that when I was young, the people that adopted me, she wasn't the daughter, so she put me in girl shit. So I had to wear shorts under that shit, right? So I wore shorts. I was smart. Still tomboyish as hell as young. So I was looking at him just like, you dumb as hell. That teacher thought I was the one that started the class, so they ended up paddling me in the hallway. Like it was two teachers holding me, holding my hands, and then holding my feet, and then the other person would like paddle me with the paddle. So, I think they hit me like 3 times with the paddle, and I cried, and I told my mama about it at the house. It was foster house, but I told her about it. Man, she got pissed. She went up there and told them, you better not hit my baby or whatever. So I was thinking, yeah, my mama got it, Tell me why they changed my home, man, to another foster home. So I was in the system, didn't even realize I was in the system for a minute. Like, I'm a street kid, man. When I tell you I grew up street, I hung out with nothing but dudes, like on the street. Like, I was just like one of the homies. I knew how to curse, I knew how to sell, I knew how to do a lot of shit. It was like they taught me the game. So when people don't realize that when I say I'm a street kid, I really am a street kid. Like, shit, I know how to survive in the hood. Any hood will respect me because I know the hood. I grew up in the streets. I mean, I'm not one of these people who grew up suburban and all that bullshit and try to play hard. I'm actually, nigga, I'm street head. So, shit, we fought. Like, we ain't using no pow shit, we fought. That's street shit. That's weak shit if you shoot somebody to me. But, off the subject, we'll get in that in another topic. But, so, yeah, man, so I haven't seen my twin in a long time. I connected it with him on Facebook. One time we had the same similar information. We both said the same thing. Our mama's name was the same. Everything. Like, where they grew up, where they was raised, how it was like we had the same raising. Like, they knew my name and I knew their name. Like, when I said, what's your name? What was your name before you changed it? They told me. And the name that my twin's name is the name they told me. And then they said they had another sibling and they said my name. So it was crazy. Like, we was literally talking to each other and we lost touch. Isn't that kind of fucked up? Like, I don't now know where my twin is in this world, man. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, so I met up with my twin. But growing up, man, I was teased a lot. So we can go in the high school. No, elementary. Elementary, shit, it was rough. Elementary was crazy. I had crushes on teachers and shit. And my mother that adopted me, she couldn't stand that shit. She tried to put me in therapy. She couldn't understand why the hell I'm having crushes on my teachers and shit. So I knew something was different about me. I just didn't know exactly what the hell was going on with me. I'm like, why? I'm tomboyish as hell. Didn't know. Like this, like I've been trans even all my life. I didn't even know how trans I am. Like, I didn't just wake up in like 1990 and say I'm gonna be a man. No offense to, my trans brothers, I'm just saying. I've been trans all my life since I fucking grew up, like little shit. That's when you really trans. Like when you know you're a trans man, that's how you know. If you always felt different since you were fucking high, that's how you know. But man, so me growing up, it was rough. It was hard. It was like I wasn't fitting nowhere. I was the outcast. I was always one trying to be fit in somewhere and didn't fit in. It was kind of like trying to put a square between a circle. It was like trying to put a square between two circles, and the shit wasn't working. It's like you got one square and you're looking for another pair. It was like I didn't fit nowhere. But I don't want this video to get too long, so y'all stay tuned. Part 2 coming up soon later.